Hey everybody, welcome back to How to Do. In this lesson today, we are going to discuss how to create a multi-camera sequence in Adobe Premiere. So a multi-camera sequence is when you shoot, um, let's say, a TV show, interview style, um, maybe a podcast, anything where you have multiple cameras um, shooting your target, shooting your subject, and you need to then go in and edit them and cut from shot to shot. So today I'm going to walk you through that. First, you want to go ahead and import all of your footage from each of your cameras and your audio if you have recorded separate audio. So once you do that, they'll be over here in your project bin. And for me, I have them in a bin, in a separate bin, in a separate folder. And I have my cameras, camera one, camera two, camera three, and audio, I believe, should be in there. So what you want to do, we're going to twirl each one of these down, and we're going to select our footage. Okay, so select my first clip. Then you want to hold down the control key on Windows and Command on Mac and select each one of them. Then we'll twirl down this next one and do the same thing. Select each one of these files. Go to camera 3 and let's select them as well. And let's see what we got here for audio. Alright, we will select our audio. And this audio is coming from 2 sets of lavaliers. Alright, so now we have all of our footage selected that we want to use. And next thing you will do is right click and right here, create multi-camera source sequence. So we will select that. Then here, we'll name our video clip. I will just name this multi-tutorial. Alrighty, and our synchronize point, I'm going to select audio. So Premiere is going to go through and scan the audio and line up each one of these clips so that everything is lined up together. All you have to do is then make your cuts. So it does the heavy lifting for you. Then I'll leave all of this the same. This is good for me. So let's hit OK. Give it time to process. Okay, so now everything has processed. So you get this, sometimes you'll get this message, audio synchronize failure, could not synchronize one or more clips in the current selection because a match could not be found. So maybe you had something where you started recording one take and then you stopped, or one camera stopped and started and there was nothing that nobody else recorded. So sometimes you'll get that. So let's hit OK. All right, so now what happens is you will see these are the clips that were not used. This one, and this audio clip. Okay, those were not used. So we're gonna just close these up because for the purpose of this tutorial, I know I will not need them. So everything that was synced up together is now in this folder called Process Clips. So now you know everything that was used and everything that was not used is left in its original place. So if, you can reference them a lot easier. All right, so now we have these sequences here, these multi-level sequences. So first thing I want to do, let's go take the first one and we will right click on it and now open in timeline. So I like to do this first to make sure everything is lined up properly like it's supposed to be. I also want to trim off the fat in the beginning and the end, the countdown, and all of that other stuff that I know I don't need. Right? So you can hit your plus sign and that will expand your timeline. So you see, everything's not started at the same spot. So, I like to just go in and clean it up nice and neat.
Right on the set. That fan is gonna be okay. You don't hear that noise? Good.
All right, so we're playing through.
Stop playing so much.
All right, here's our countdown. All right, so now let's select it. I just want to. So now I'm going to trim all of this off from the beginning, right? Because I know I don't need that. Then we will ripple delete to there. Then let's go down to the end. And, you'll do the same thing at the end where we cut, right? Okay, so we get to our end point.
Yeah. Everybody in that area, I'm
All right.
you into your next wealthy place of destiny. We'll be right back.
Boom. Okay, so now let's select it all again. Control or Command K is for your cut. Then I want to select this end here. Come on in there. Thank you. Boom, delete. So now you got nice beginning and ending points. Okay. So as you see these are each of your cameras. So you turn that layer off at that angle, and then you have that angle. So then, of course, that's the last one. So, yep. So these are each of your cameras. And then same thing for your audio. So all of the audio from each of the cameras is going to automatically be muted when you have individual recorded audio. So that's what these two tracks are. Those are your audio tracks that we had, the two lapels. All right. So now that is done. Okay. So you can close that if you like. So now we're going to come right back over here to our project bin. This bin right here, right back to the same file. Now that we have prepared it for editing. So we're going to right click and new sequence from clip. Okay, select that. Boom. Now here is the sequence. So what we do next is come over here to the little tool, select that, and right here, multi-camera. That's what you want. You select that. Now, boom, what you see each one of your sources, camera 1, 2, and 3. And then this is going to be what your program out is. So this is just for you live switching directors and your TVs. This is the same thing that you would see, excuse me, that you would see live. So these are your inputs, your source cameras, and here is your program feed. So all you would do is play, and you can either use your mouse and select each one of your cameras, or you can use your keypad and select 1, 2, and 3. All right, so let's go ahead and hit play and go through a little bit of this.
You have selected them.
All right, so we want to start out here on this camera because, this is your intro. This is where he's looking. So let's go ahead and play.
You have selected the absolute right day to be a part of this broadcast. I promise you, this is one of the broadcasts that I really get pumped up about.
Okay.
To see a young man and a young woman take hold
of
the vision that God has given them,
hit your cameras,
bring it into full manifestation. Today on the broadcast, we're going to be talking about this exciting.
All right, so now we're going to stop. Now let's zoom in, hit your plus key, or you can use this sliding down here. I like to use the plus key, and it'll just zoom into wherever your playhead is. So now you see the cuts that I made, right? So it went from camera 4 to camera 2, camera 1, and you see all of that right here. And back to camera 4, because camera 4 is where you started out, so the whole sequence It's just starting out on 4. So now let's say right here, we didn't necessarily like where we cut it, right? Let's say I wanted to make that cut a little bit earlier. Okay, so what you would do is hit N for Nancy on your keyboard, or come over here and select your rolling edit tool. See, N for Nancy. All right, so you select that, and then you see how the cursor changes when you're right there on the line. Let's move the playhead out of the way. So you're right here on the line. So you select that, and then you can move it this way, or you can move it this way. You can move it wherever you want to go, right? Like let's say you move your playhead right there, because that's the spot that you want to trim to. So boom, and it snaps right there. Okay, and then once you're done, you hit V. So basically, you can go through, make your cuts, and if like I say, there is a cut that you did not do just like you wanted, you have the option to go back and make that fix. Whereas with live switching, of course, you don't. The show is continuing, so you can always stop here and make your edits. And from here, once you're done, you just export your footage. Command M, and the exporting comes up. Send it on out, and that is it. Boom. Yeah, here's your export screen. So that is it in a nutshell. That is how you set up your multi-camera sequence with your footage. I hope this helped you. Leave some comments and let me know if this is good. Let me know if you have any other questions. If I can answer them, I will be more than happy to. Make sure you smash that like button for me, please. Also, smash subscribe and share it to anyone that you think this might be beneficial to. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time.